for you to share to your clients. Okay, so these are the 10 pointers. So these are the reasons that you can use. I'm going to go through very quickly on all these 10 pointers over here, and then I'll explain to you later on my following slides. Okay, firstly, for EC, no additional buyer stamp duty. Second, no hurry to sell their current HDB, so they can continue to stay on their current HDB and sell later. All right, possible CPF grant up to $30,000 for first-time buyers, first-timer. Okay, for your buyers, they are able to get maximum loan for EC, even though they currently have an outstanding loan. All right, and only in EC, you actually have this option of going for a deferred payment. And of course, comparing to our condominiums, okay, EC will actually have a very nice budget-friendly entry price. And at the same time, you are able to enjoy a same lifestyle and facilities as the private condo, and can be sold under private property status after MOP of 5 years to citizens and PRs, and to foreigners after 10 years. Okay, if you compare with our condominiums, all right, EC actually have a comparable and better potential future capital gain, as well as a good potential rental yield. Okay, so these are the major points that you can share to your clients about EC. So first of all, no additional buyer stamp duty. This is very straightforward. For those who don't know, for Singaporean to buy a second property, you will actually have to pay 12% additional buyer stamp duty. Okay, so assuming you're buying 1 million, is $120,000 on top of your normal 3 to 4% of buyer stamp duty. So that's a lot of money for many people, especially upgraders. So for EC, very straightforward, no additional buyer stamp duty at all. Okay, and a good thing about EC is that you don't have to sell your current HDB in a very short period of time. Okay, so if you realize many upgraders, right, they actually have this fear of upgrading. Reason being is they know that they have to come up with additional buyer stamp duty, or they have to sell their current place and find a place to stay. So a lot of them are actually sitting at the fences. So when you do your sharing with your clients, you can share with them for EC, these concerns are not concerns at all. Okay, so to buy EC, they can actually stay in their current HDB till TOP. So for Provence, it's about 3 to 4 years later. Okay, then only they sell their HDB. All right, so that is another advantage for EC. And for first-time buyers, okay, a good news for them is they are able to get this housing grant up to $30,000. Okay, I would suggest you guys to save this in your sales kit when you do your sharing. So they have different categories of income with different housing grants that they can get based on different category of income that they're earning. Okay, and you can use this housing grant on the first initial down payment. So this helps a lot of our clients, okay, with this housing grant. But of course, when you do the advice with your clients, do tell them that all this will be subject to HDB approval, okay? And next one, for your clients, for EC, you're able to get a maximum loan of 75%, okay, even though currently they do have this outstanding loan with their HDB. Okay, for those who don't know, again, for Singaporean to get a second property or second housing loan, usually there's a restriction of loan of 45%. Okay, but for EC, again, you can get a 75% loan. Okay, and if let's say they are holding a HDB, another good news for them is that they are able to use a bridging loan, okay, to bridge up their loan to 80%. Okay, so this actually helps them to free up a lot of cash and CPF. So I'm going to show you an illustration, a very simple case that I did recently. So at least you have an idea on how bridging loan can help our clients. Okay, so this scenario is I actually have this husband and wife, 35 years old, with a combined income of $13,000. Okay, they are looking at about 1.4 million price range of EC. Okay, so when you do your IERA calculation, the calculator, you can find out that their mortgage loan now maximum they can get about 900 plus over here. Okay, so with this 900 plus loan, basically they need to come out about $500,000 of CPF and cash, which is actually a lot for many upgraders because their CPF is locked in their current HDB, right? So in that case, we actually advise using the bridging loan. Okay, so how you do the bridging loan is you find out their valuation of their current HDB. Okay, for example, for this case is about 461. Okay, 80% of the valuation is this minus of their current outstanding loan. The maximum bridging loan that they can get is about 200 plus. Okay, so in this case, total loan for them is 1.1 million. All right. So based on this case, if the total loan covers this 80% of the price, basically my client can afford up to 1.4 million of EC. So they can actually come up with only 200 plus of CPF and cash. Okay, which this is something to note. You have to find out their current OA, how much they have, cash on hand, how much they have, as well as if let's say they are eligible for CPF grant, do find out from there. So you can realize that, my client actually not just can afford 1.4, maybe 1.5 or even 1.6. Okay. So, but for this method, remember you have to use deferred payment scheme. Okay, and disclaimer, everything will be subject to bank assessment. But if you are using IERA, the assessment is only plus minus differences, not that much. Okay, so this is an example of how you can help your clients to get EC. Okay, so as mentioned, for EC, only in EC, you actually can choose this deferred payment scheme option. Okay, what is deferred payment scheme meaning to say? They only have to put down 20% down payment with cash or CPF. Okay, and then the rest, and after TOP, 65%, and final 15% upon legal completion. Okay, so this actually helps, again, a lot of our upgraders to own an EC in the market. Budget-friendly entry price for EC, yes, if you compare to the surrounding condos. Okay, so this is a slide showing some of our launch EC, the price compared to our condos. Okay, so you can see the per square feet on average is about 1,001. Okay, as compared to other new launches, it's about 1,003, 1,005, 1,007. So ECs are generally at least 19% lower than the new launch condos. Okay, so you can do the comparison to your clients. Okay, how about Provence? Provence, we actually have this comparison with our nearby condos, new launch, okay, that is going to launch very soon. Also, same thing, very near to our Canberra MRT. We have two lands over here. We have JBE, condo by JBE, as well as a condo by UOL. Okay, so these two pieces of land. So I'm going to show you how much of their land price as well as their potential selling price compared to Provence. Okay, so for this, you can see the land price is this much. Okay, the highest bid is 650, 640 per square feet. Okay, so estimate break even is about 1,001. So in order for the developer to earn some profits, they have to sell at about 1,003 and 1,004 range. Okay, so as compared to our Provence, later I'll show you the land price for Provence. We are relatively lower compared to them. And because ours one is EC, so our launch price on estimation, okay, is about $1,150. Okay. So those are the comparisons that you can use. So how about ECs to EC, apple comparison? Okay, will our future ECs cost lesser compared to Provence Residence? Okay, so upcoming EC project launch, the nearest launch that we're going to have is Park Greenwich at Fernview Lane. So you can see our land price and their land price is actually quite close. Okay, but do take note that Greenwich itself, right, they will have to use the PPVC construction method. Okay, later I'll show you some of the articles on what is the price difference for PPVC construction price cost. Okay, and for Yishun itself, the price is actually higher, 576. Okay, and for Tengah, do you think that the price will be lower? Okay, given that our construction cost is higher now, as well as for them to use the PPVC construction method. Okay. So look at this article over here. You can see that the construction cost is actually bound to increase, okay, about 10%. So the future launches, they will have to pay slightly higher in terms of their construction costs. And of course, upcoming ECs from Fernview onwards, they are required to adopt this PPVC construction method. And for this PPVC, is about 10 to 25% increment in terms of their costs. Okay. So meaning to say their cost itself, as well as if let's say the developers would like to earn some profit from the project itself, they will have to launch slightly higher compared to Provence. Okay, so with that entry price is already subsidized price. For the EC buyers, you are still able to enjoy the same private residential lifestyle as compared to a normal private condo. Okay, I'm not sure how many of you guys actually visited our show flat. Okay, if you realize all the facilities that we have, as well as the finishes that we have, are actually similar to private condos. In fact, maybe better than some of the private condos nowadays. Okay. So I'm going to show you some of the pictures or perspective of how our Provence residence look like. Okay, so this is our entrance, a bit of a French-like inspired kind of view. Okay, and this is our 50-meter lap pool, okay, with function room. Okay, I'm going to show you just some of it. We will explain further when you come to visit our show flat. Okay, and this is our courtyard, okay, and more function area. All right, so these are our facilities over here as well. So you can see it's actually quite comparable with our private condos, or even better than some of the private condos. Okay. And for EC, they are able to sold under private property status after MOP of 5 years to citizens and PRs, and foreigners after 10 years. Okay, so if you look at the price gap between our EC during launch, after MOP and privatized, you can see the gap is actually getting lower and lower. Okay, meaning to say our EC buyers actually have this good profit margins after MOP, about 9%, and then slowly go up to 5% after fully privatized. Okay, so this is something that you can share to your clients as well. And you can see the demand for our ECs when they privatize, mostly are Singaporean, okay, because of the price as well as the facilities, and PR as well as foreigners, okay. So better potential future capital gain compared to condo. So this is an illustration comparison between our past EC, which privatized, okay, compared to the nearby condo, private condo. Okay, so this is the price when they launch. All right, so as you can see, Asperina, which is an EC, okay, at that time, they are selling at about 743. For the Quartz, which is a private condo, is about 863. Okay, so this is the 15% difference between EC as well as private condo. Okay, then we have Asperina when privatized, when they start selling, it's about 1,001 per square feet, whereas the Quartz is only about 982. So in terms of the capital gain for our EC compared to condo is actually a lot higher. All right. So this is the same case as our Provence, due to the location as well as the future new 2 plot of land that is going to launch. Okay. EC versus private condo, you can see the amount of profit that these people earn. Okay, it's about 600 plus. This one is more than 10 years old EC, and this is the amount they are earning. Okay, so it's a lot. All right. And this is in 2019. You can see on average is about $180,000 to $200,000. Okay, so a lot of EC buyers can even upgrade to landed houses, I realize. Okay. In 2020, you can see the highest earner, we have Twin Waterfall, which is 300 over plus over here. Okay, so our Provence residents will actually have a similar story as compared to this ECs over here. All right, next one is the last point, which is a good potential rental use. So I actually mentioned about the entry price is actually lower compared to surrounding condominiums, but at the same time, they are able to enjoy the same facilities as well as the benefits of a private condo. So when they rent out to the tenants itself, right? Tenant, they don't really care whether it's an EC or private condo. Anyway, they are actually same, right? So they are still paying the same amount of rental, okay, as compared to the surrounding. So your rental yield in general will actually be higher compared to your surrounding private condos. Okay, so basically to summarize, so these are the 10 pointers of why ECs or how you can sell EC to your clients. Okay.
I'm sharing for the potential objection, right? What is the potential objection that people always usually ask? Okay. This is 3 common question that people will ask. Why price so high? The layout too small, the size is too small, the how's the layout, they need to pay a resale levy. Okay, they need to pay the resale levy. Okay, price high. Usually people will ask like compared to the previous EC price. Actually, you see how the inflation has changed the price of the cup of coffee over the times. Last time, 2000, that time, right? A cup of coffee is about $1. No, about 80 cents only. Actually, it's about 80 cents to $1. But now you see at Ya-Kun, even like a normal coffee shop like Ya-Kun, now it's cost about $1.80. So you see over the price, right? The inflation already has changed the price for the cup of coffee compared to the property price. Okay, for this, right, actually is the price, the property price is actually outgrow to the inflation itself lah. Okay, meanwhile, right, the household net worth increased by 36% from 2014 to 2019. Actually, from the past experience, right, although it's an inflation, but the household income is actually increased and more saving. So the CPF part, right, actually more saving and the cash deposit also increased. Okay, the CPF balance also increased lah. This is the 2020 upward trend. The market actually currently because of the low interest rate. Yeah. Okay. We can see the for the Park Central residents, right? Despite of the pandemic, actually when they launched that time, right, 700 units, they saw about 50%. And up to current, right, is about 70% already. So up to date is 400 and about 500 units sold. Okay. So this is the sales. Despite of pandemic, total 2020 new home sales is actually a match for 2019. Okay, upward trend. Then continue growth for despite of pandemic also. This is the one of the Singapore private residential real estate market shows the resilience in 2020. Okay. So size small, right? Actually, if you today we went to the Provence Residence, you can see the soft flat, right? Actually, they provide really generous living space for this project. And the bedroom size for 3 and 4 bedrooms, even for the size of for 3 bedrooms, right, up to the 1,249 square feet, come with a junior master bedroom. And the size for the master bedroom itself, right, is about 19.1 square meter. And the junior master is about 17.8 meter. All our units from 3 bedroom, small 3 bedroom out to the 4 bedrooms, right? Because we only have 2 types, 3 bedrooms and 4 bedrooms, all come with a service yard and utility and bomb shelter. Okay, smart design of layout even for the smallest 3 bedrooms. Okay, resale levy. A lot of people says that they have to pay resale levy, but in future, right, your potential gain after 5 years to 10 years after MOP, actually resale levy is really irrelevant. Actually, it's irrelevant because why? From past transaction, right? Example, Esperina, that time, not Esperina, 100 Palms. 100 Palms actually, when they launched that time, right? Before TOP that time, they from developer people that is release back. Actually, about 35% increase on the price itself. So compared to resale levy, maybe you pay for about 40,000 or 45,000 for 5 bedrooms. Actually, it's irrelevant to if you can gain 10% to 20% from the capital gain itself after MOP. Okay.
Provence Residence is developed by award-winning developer MCC Land Singapore Limited. This brand new project is already hailed as one of the top executive condominium curated with quality finishes to match the functional layouts in every aspect all condominium owners desire. Provence Residence have all life essentials at its doorstep, from schools, shopping malls, parks, community center, and many more. At Canberra Plaza, it's a new generation mall with a supermarket, food courts, fast food restaurants, enrichment centers, water playground for children, and many more. At Bukit, Canberra, it's a 12 hectares community hub which will provide amenities such as hawker center, polyclinic, largest public gym, and communal green spaces. Provence Residence is also the gateway to the rest of the city. With just a mere 6 minutes walk to Canberra MRT station, close proximity to major expressway, and future north-south corridor. Do you know that for the past 5 years, the lower entry prices and close proximity to the Canberra MRT station have resulted in the brownstone and visionary ECs achieving much higher returns than their private condominium counterparts within the vicinity? Provence Residence is set to be the new iconic building in the north. The modernized French living executive condominium will definitely win the hearts of many. Do not miss this chance. Visit us at the Provence Residence EC Show Gallery to find out more.